So did Dave, were you playing a prank on us with Dave yesterday, or did he surprise you, or what happened there?
It did surprise me. I was as surprised as everybody else. So, hey, I think that just speaks to how badly he wants to get back out there. And, he's going to do everything he can, and hopefully he'll be out there again today.
What'd you see from, I realize it was individual and above the head day, or above the head, above the shoulders day.
Above the net?
Yeah, above the head, that'd be a good practice there. What did you see from his limited availability?
Yeah, I thought he did some good things, but like you said, it was just so limited. I mean, we had a 10-minute individual period, so there's not a lot to go on. I just can tell you that he's trying to do everything in his power to get back as quickly as possible.
And what's your thoughts on how Baltimore plays the run so well?
Well, they're big, they're stout, they're physical. They just do a really, really nice job of clogging up your run lanes. And then, they'll hit you with some pressures that can give you some tough looks to run into. So we're going to have to be on top of our game in terms of just IDing what the defense is trying to do to us and make sure that we have answers for it.
Is that why their third down defense is so good? Is it because they put you in tougher second down and third down situations because of the run defense, or is there something else in play there?
Yeah, if you get in third and long against these guys, it's going to be a tough day. I just think that they are so good because they do such a good job of stressing your protections. You can tell these guys work really hard at it. They give you a lot of, I would say, exotic looks, and they do everything from those looks. So it's just a well-designed scheme. They have complementary looks, complementary plays, and sometimes you're guessing on offense. So, but yeah, if you're in those long yardage situations versus defense, it's not going to be good.
Matt, did you guys have any COVID additions like all these other teams are having?
We did. We had one today.
You want to share who that is?
Yeah, Kenny Clark got added to the list.
Matt, Devontae went out of his way to praise Getsy yesterday, and not just the work he's done with quarterbacks, but obviously his work with receivers. How has he impacted this offense beyond just the quarterback position?
Yeah, I mean he's got a major part in the whole planning process in terms of what we're doing, more specifically within the pass game, and then he takes the lead on third down. So. He does a great job. He's very thorough. He combs everything, and he's got a great understanding of not only how to coach up wide receivers and the quarterbacks, but has a very, very good understanding of protections and how to try to neutralize some of the things that defenses present you with.
Matt, you guys have faced Travis Kelce and some other good tight ends. What's the challenge that Andrews presents in their offense?
Yeah, he's the guy that you can tell they want to feed him the ball, but I think he's a complete tight end. He's great in the run game. He's great in the pass game, and I just think that their passing game is very complementary to their run game. They're going to use some play actions, and then not to mention they've got other weapons that are pretty explosive players as well. When you talk about Hollywood Brown, Sammy Watkins, Bateman, I mean they've got some players, so it makes it very difficult on your defense.
Hey Matt, with your own tight end situation, Marcedes I think made his 200th start on Sunday, and without having Robert, just what has he sort of meant to the offense here with how he sort of stepped up these last few weeks? Yeah,
we've definitely featured him a little bit more in the pass game, that's for sure. No, Sadie's has been doing his thing for a really long time, and everybody, you guys probably don't understand the value that he brings to not only our offense but our football team. We've talked many times about just the type of leader he is, the type of pro he is, how he just is such a great example for young players, veteran players, of how you handle your business and how you get ready to play on a daily basis. And then it always translates to Sundays, and he does a great job of just owning his responsibilities. And then when given the opportunities in the pass game, he's come up big for us. So, he is a guy that is so valuable to this team and to our success.
You listed all their wide receivers. I think you guys have a guy who knows their wide receiver coach pretty well. Have you sent Amari undercover to get any state secrets this week?
No, you know what? I didn't even think about that till you just said that, Matt. So maybe we'll have to do that now.
Matt, are you giving Jordan all the snaps this week with the ones, or working in Benkert a little bit too, or how are you doing?
No, Jordan will take the ones today.
That's good. Oh, you didn't do any 11 on 11 yesterday?
We did not. And Jordan took them all, all the walkthrough reps yesterday.
Sir, go ahead.
Yeah, just one, Greg Matzek.
Hey man, just wondering, as you watch Tyler Huntley play a little bit and understanding that Lamar's day-to-day, do you have to do much preparation for both? Is the preparation much different with their offense? Does it look much different given the quarterback situation?
No, I think they got a very similar skill set. I think if you watch last week, just Huntley's ability to bring them back from, I can't remember what they were down by, but they were down a good margin, was it 24-3 or whatever it was, and he brought them back and gave them an opportunity to win the game. So he's a guy that they made some big plays. I know Bateman had a big day. He can do it with his legs. He can do it through the air. But both he and Lamar are their skill sets and the style of offense that Baltimore wants to play. I don't see it really changing a whole bunch, regardless of which quarterback is in there.
Thank you, guys.
Do you have one?
Just assuming Kenny's obviously not going to be playing Sunday, is it just kind of your plan to fill that role for him?
Yeah, the other guys are going to have to step up, and that's just the world we live in right now. You see it going on throughout the league. A lot of teams are facing the same issues, and the way I look at it is no different than when you have an injury on game day. But not fortunately, but at least you have some preparation time to get the guys the reps that they need. So obviously Slayton's going to play a big role in that, and we'll decide who that fifth guy is. But all of those collectively as a group, our interior D-line are going to have to do a great job when you take a player like that potentially off the field.